All right, so let's get started. Today is Monday, March 18, 2024, and as usual, we would start with news, but with no news actually, because there's no news today. At least calendar, the economic calendar is not showing anything. There's a 10 a.m. Housing market index. I will not pay that much attention to it. But so no news today. Tomorrow we do have CPI. No, that is I'm sorry, I haven't seen this before. So 8:30 we do have building permits and housing. Nothing else in the U.S. calendar. And Wednesday we do have FOMC economic projections at 2 p.m. and this one is the big one for this week. Okay, so let's get back to today and let's put this out of the way and go to the regular analysis here, pre-market. So let me get something straight up here. Okay, and I'm gonna do today, since we don't have news at 8:30, I'm going to do the regular or the view for the futures on the Thinkorswim platform. Okay, so here we do have, I'm gonna put here the, oh no, you know what, I'm gonna go with the weeklies. The weeklies on the gold, we are still below the resistance level here. It seems that wants to form a bull flag, which is doing now. If in the weekly, if it's going to be continue, or if it's going to continue going upwards, it's going to need to move above this 2200 level. In the dailies, I'm gonna move here. We are above the first day opening range, and then we are forming a beautiful bull flag here, topping tail or bottoming tail off of this low here, or this high here, right there. I'm going to change the color right there, and then that one is marked on this level here. It's bouncing off of it now. The bull flag would trigger above the 2177.60, which is the top of this tail in here. And then momentum is actually not doing a really good job moving forward, but price is king. So we could have a triggering there and a reversal there. We are still, far away from the 30-day simple moving average, and also from the this level here at 2097. So potentially it could keep going down, but I'm very bullish in gold. Most likely, to me, this one may have a bounce to the upside and potentially visit this up here, level 2200 there. Okay, so that's gold. Crude. Also in this wedge here, formed by these two levels going up and trying and found some resistance at this level, topping tails in both this day here and this and today. So going up to the 61, 60, 81, 63, 81.50, and then coming back down. A little, still above the or breaking the 80.85, which is the level we were following from the beginning of this month, first day opening range. So so crude could take a a stop to the upside. Momentum is up, and then also the stochastics is up, and then we do have intermediate level racing. So yeah, I would say that we are doing this pattern here, moving sideways, cup and handle they would call it. We'll see if it's able to break to the upside. Yes, still very bullish. We do have defensive intermediate line here, falling. So stochastics coming back down here, that one there, and then we are a little bit over sold and very flat in the MACD or momentum indicator. We are forming a bull flag that would trigger above this previous day high. But at this point is threatening but not moving. Well, it's moving. That is a very beautiful green candle moving to the upside. So if momentum continues this direction and it breaks this high here, we can take a stab and see if it's going to move to the 50 to 53. NQ also bull flag. In this case, we are in the lower side of this upper channel, within the parameters of the first day opening range right here. So we are actually in a compression, but going out of the bull flag right here. That would trigger if we and would trigger within this sideways channel. So we'd be careful with that break. But if it breaks above the 18,325, it could keep going up. Momentum is down, and then the MACD is kind of sideways here, and the intermediate is falling, and then RTY, we are also in between the first day opening range limits, triggering a bull flag right here at this point for today. We'll see if it has the strength here, but momentum is not very convincing. Momentum is turning red here, and also the stochastics is turning red. And this one here, notice that it's falling and it crossed this level here, which is 76.94. The level is 80, so it's crossing below. So but still we are above the moving averages and trying to go to the upside. What I would do here is put a diagonal in between this point here and that point there, and see we do have some room to the upside here. We do have some resistance at 82.1. But then if it continues, then the other resistance is up here on this diagonal. Okay. That's on the Think or Swim. Let's go back to, and I'm sorry. I'm gonna review real quick the weeklies, which is this box in this side here. So bull flag forming here, moving, higher highs and higher lows. Went into this area, which is a supply zone. So and then bounce back down on RTY. NQ also bull flagging on the, still looks very bullish in the weeklies. ES also. There's a doji here, so hesitation off of this level that week. We'll see if it keeps moving up, but it's initiating this week with a green, with a positive momentum there. In crude, Let's bring it back. Crude has some nice resistance at 83.13. Okay, so that's the weeklies, and I think that yeah, we did see this one already. So I'm gonna move this out now and go to the levels. I made the levels earlier today. So just 1 second. Okay, so let's go to the levels on the point and figure. Start with this. I already did this, so I'm gonna go very fast. This one here, you see that there's a top in there and a bottom there. I think that that is a good level. 2177, 2170, 75 even, or 76 is what I put here myself. This low level here is 2150. So those are the levels for gold. On the overnight is moving higher. In the unit Renko, in the for crude, I do have 8150 as a level here, and 80, which is again this level from this pivot high, which has been our companion for the last 2 days. But today also I'm going to use 80 as a lower side of resistance. You can argue that there's also some new level of resistance or support right here, which is that upper side of this triangle. So I'm going to leave it there. Again, 8150 and 80. And then in the, I'm going to go to ES. In ES here, I'm using that pivot high from yesterday, which is a, that pivot high from Friday actually, and that is the resistance at 52.30. Looks like a beautiful a green move in the point and figure here. And then in the lower side, I do have 5200, which is also a rounded number. Let me select this one to move it a little bit to the left. And this one has that pivot over there, and also has this bottoming range, the bottom of this range here, there. So that one with that one would make a good base for a resistance level. Okay, and then let's review RTY. RTY, I'm repeating, it's crossing at this point, it's crossing above the 2075 level, which is the resistance for today. We'll see if it keeps moving up, but you see that there is some good level of resistance at this point, formed by all of these pivots right there, right in that area here as well. Very clear. And then I'm gonna go to NQ. NQ, up above this level, I'm going to that this pivot here, that pivot there, this pivot here, a little bit of overshoot here, this pivot there. So very, plenty of points of interest in this area here. So I mark it 43, 83.43. It could even go 83.40 if you want to. That's fine. And then in the lower side here, we do have that pivot, and this pivot, this overshoot here. So I feel confident on this 170. Okay, those are the levels. Let's go to the time frames. And I'm going to start the time frames with gold as usual. So let me get it there. Gold, we reviewed the dailies already. So in a bull flag for gold, and then moving above, the moving averages are actually crossing to the downside. For this one to start moving or to be bullish again, needs to break the bull flag up here, I would say. If not, it's a little bit risky in the 240s to bet to this direction, especially because we do have the 50 line SMA right there. Then in the 60 minutes also, lower highs and lower lows clearly see, but now it is trying to go to the upside. We're right in the middle of this range, and there is some resistance on the 50 here. Momentum is turning up. Here in the 240s, momentum is still down, and it's crossing below the zero line. So 30 minutes facing resistance at the 200 level. All the moving averages, well, these moving averages are stacking to the upside, but then we do have the 200 above the 50, which is really a sign of compression. It could cross to the upside, but I see lower highs and lower lows so far. So I would say that we need to be cautious in gold. Yes. Okay, let's go to crude. Crude is crossing to the upside. Still the 50 is below the 200, and moving averages are there in between them. In the dailies on the 240s, we are retracing off of this high in the overnight, which is 81.50, and coming back down, forming two towers, one coming back down after the other. In crude is opening in gold is opening in 2 minutes. Coming back, and now right in the middle, and then right at at support or resistance from Friday as well. So gold is coming back down in a bull flag in the 60s. We'll see what it does in the opening. Momentum is turning negative here, coming back down off of this overbought area here. So I think that we need a little bit of reset here. This one on the 30 is also coming back down right in the middle. Where is the 200 is down below. So everything is stuck to the upside for the 30 minutes in the moving averages. So let's see if this one comes back and keeps pushing up. We'll see. Remember that in the bigger picture on the daily here, we were on top of this edge, or this wedge here. Don't forget that, okay? Don't forget that we are on top of it, on right below the resistance here. So would be nice if we do have a retracement and then a push to the upside again. Okay, and then yes, in the range, sideways, push into this resistance level, very too close to the resistance now, but a very nice overnight push today, and now it's getting some resistance at this level. In the 60 minutes, lower highs and lower lows here, and then there was a potential reversal here. Not really clean, but we are at resistance as well. We'll see what it's going to do. And then in the 30 minutes, also lower highs and lower lows. The trend reversal breakout is a little bit more clear here. It happened overnight. And then push to the upside, and still now it's below this resistance level at 52.30. And Q. Sideways, a mess, spaghetti formation here. The 50 is above the 200, but all the moving averages are in between in the 240 minutes. In the 60 minutes, also lower high, lower lows. Pushing to the upside, but it's still not triggering a higher high off of this point right here. So compression, and then in the 30 minutes also compression. Nice, beautiful move to the upside, and in the overnight today. And let's do RTY finally. Market opened for gold 2 minutes ago, and it seems that wants to move to the upside or continue the move. In the RTY, also lower high, lower lows. An attempt to do a trend reversal breakout off of this doji here, and pushing a little bit to the upside, but still very challenging for RTY. In the 60 minutes, also same thing. We are at the resistance at this point. We'll see what it's going to do, but momentum is actually, moving averages are stacking mostly to the downside. There's a little bit of attempt to cross here to the middle for compression, and here we do have in the 30 minutes. Now we have resistance at the 200 SMA, and right at resistance there. Okay, so let's go back to gold and see what happens with the gold opening. I'm gonna put the Renko charts. And straight up off of and break off of the previous low here in gold. First 15 minutes are pushing to the upside up here. And you see here there is a yellow box here. Hopefully you see that one. There's a yellow box there, which is the opening range on the 30 minutes. And it seems that wants to push to the upside, but still, remember, we do have this 200 SMA here. I would say the move somewhat happened already overnight, but still, it's not even close to the 25 level. One thing that I do, I'm gonna detach this one here, put it back in here. You see that number here for me, it's really done when it's close to 25. Right now it's at 440, so it may have some good room to move to the upside. But we have no retracement here since 4:50 or 5 a.m. This keeps moving up in the opening. Sorry, a lot of indicators in the anchoring chart here on the 30 minutes. Was a little bit of retracement here in this engulfing candle right there. Hopefully you can see it. You know, I'm gonna expand it so you see it better. So this is bullish. We do have one topping tail and second topping tail, and both of these are engulfing candles. So this one gives a strength to gold to keep moving to the upside. But still, it has moved already quite a bit. From 5:30 to now, it's actually $900 per contract. Not pivot high yet, and we do have room until this pivot high up here, and then this diagonal that is descending here. So if this one kind of meet that point here, this point here, then the move could be done. But I you know, since that's moved already that much, I would hesitate to take anything without a clear retracement and then push again to the upside. It already moves too much to me. So first, reaction here, and you see the momentum is also all the way up here, a little bit, somewhat oversold, overbought right up here in momentum as well. Look at that value. This one is 60.07. And crude reacted off of this double top here. And then this is not a really clean trend reversal breakout, but there was a touch back to it right here. and then a potential continuation to the downside there. So this one was marked as a high of 2166.6 right here, and then it's coming back down. So probably they probably didn't like the 666 number. That was a bad joke. Okay. Good time, guys, to remind you to like this video. I would really appreciate it. Yeah. So when you see the 666, you go straight down. There you go, coming back down. Looking for either a range or a lower high, a higher low, I'm sorry. Momentum is positive in the in the 30s. Little bit of a reaction in the 18 EMA. A bit of compression. And reaction back to the upside. Potential trigger on a, I guess momentum is still up here. I would need some more confirmation to take this trade. Because before that, I mean, it's too high here. First 15 minutes of gold completed here. You know, I might be really wrong here. I see that we are in the range. I'm gonna jump in on this one. Okay. Submitted the order. I'm in. I might be very, very wrong in here because it's because we are because we are with the momentum. Okay, it's moving in my favor a little bit. Okay, keep moving up, please. Looking at it very closely. Okay, another one. Coming back down. Still wiggling there. I'm moving the stop tight up a little bit because it looks that wants to reverse. I did not take profits up there, so I might be punished. Only $180 in 2 contracts, so 90 each. If this one comes back, and I would count that one as a loss. So that would be one loss for the day, and I would put it in my book. I don't see much strength anymore in this one. So my initial impression was potentially right here. I'm going to leave it there for the 666 is going to work. Okay, come on, get up. Go up, up. Mm. Still there, still there. Still fighting to the upside. Okay, I'm gonna take one out. No, it seems that wants to come back down and it didn't trigger my $50 profit on the first contract. I'm gonna get back to the okay, it seems that wants to come back down. And it's gonna put me in one loss at 180. It seems that it's I should exit this one. I'm gonna exit one at break even. Yeah, I exited one and at break even. Why? Because you see momentum here is bringing this one back down there. So momentum is losing momentum here. So the first one is a break even, and I'm gonna wait for the second contract. And so it's gonna be like $90, $100 loss in between the two of them, if this one triggers to the downside. Yeah, it's coming back down. That's fine. Yeah. Okay. If and unless it bounces off of this one here, which I doubt, I'm gonna be safe. But I wanted to play it anyways. Yeah, very narrow opening range. It's expected, it's a Monday. It's gonna be, and then after this big move, basically. Anyways, I'm safe. Anyways, that's not a big loss, but a loss anyways. So I'm gonna put it in my records as a loss. And now it's gonna trigger 1, 2, 3. $90 on this one and 0 in the other one, so $90 total. And it should take me any minute, take me out any minute. It has not taken me out yet. And now it's moving a little bit up. That's okay. And now it's coming back down again, and up and down and up and down. Really playing. Yeah, if I had to bet at this time with this, yeah, it didn't. Didn't go. It didn't really go through. But you see that it's a small loss if it triggers below 55, 65, 1. And my stop it at 65. My stop is right one tick below that line right there, which is 55, 65, 1. Now I have break even in the second contract. The first one I sold at break even. It's really wiggling and mangling. And coming back down again. The direction is the right direction, but you need to be out if it starts correct to correct. And it seems that wants to correct for sure. And it's coming back down now. And there you go. 90. See, not every trade is a winner. So you have to be prepared and you have to keep your loss small. And another opportunity is going to come for sure. But this one here didn't want to. And out. Hold on. Yeah. And I'm out. And I'm out. Okay. So one loss to the books. One loss to the books. $90. Let's see if now goes back down to the 34 EMA. Because at this point, if it fails on that first attempt, I would expect this one to, come back to more to this, either this level here or that level there. And we do have the initial formation of a crown. Yeah, it was a long bar, 10 minutes. Yeah. It's hard to take profits after 4. Maybe in this one should have been a good idea, but it's hard to take profits just in the 4 first bars. If you don't give room for it to go. Anyways, next. What time is it? Oh, 8:51. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to check the Apex discount with using Renko promo code. Unfortunately, this one had moved already too much in one direction. So expecting this one that it was going to continue moving was too optimistic. Seems that now it's breaking this low here, but I'm not taking any reversal at this point. This one would be a trend reversal breakout, but it's above the moving averages still. And it's not really clean because this high is higher than this high here. It could work and it could go to the upside, but at this point I'm gonna leave it like that. I'm not going to push my luck, even if I want to, just because this looks like a very little or very nice little crown formation, and it could go to the downside. I would expect one more lower high here and then probably a potential break to the downside. Okay, so and remember to like the video, please. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.